This Minecraft world is just one chunk, 16 blocks by 16 blocks, and oh yeah, it's hardcore, so I can't die. Is this going to be enough space for me to build my farms, for me to make my survival work, but more importantly, for me to avoid being hit by mobs, because there are no guardrails and I can fall off and die, not just in the overworld, but in the never and end, because there is just a chunk in each of these places. This is going to be a challenge, but that's why I'm looking forward to seeing if I can beat the dragon in hardcore one chunk Minecraft. Let's go. Yeah. This Minecraft is cool, right? Hello, I'm ABX Toycat, and this is a single Minecraft chunk. It's been trimmed down, and my goal is to beat Minecraft on it. This has been impossible for most of Minecraft's history if you didn't, like, specifically build your own world from it, but this is a real world. It's one... Wait, did I get something back when I broke that? I think tile drops are turned off. I have no idea where they would be, but let's turn those back on, maybe. And then let's chop down a tree and show you that, yes, this is a real world that I'm going to go to the real Nether and the real end on. And oh yeah, it's hardcore. Gonna be fun. So hello everyone, how are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday, very late evening. Man, it's so late on a Thursday evening. I just got back from a trip for my friend's birthday. I made a very strict rule myself, like no traveling in November and December. And then he's like, oh, but it's my birthday and we were gonna do a trip. You know, it'd be real nice to have you there. And I'm like, okay, one exception. That's all. And so I just got back from that. And so now I should be locked in and good. I've got to actually order a new passport. It's going to be some fun. Anyway, so yeah, I've got some potatoes. I've got some spruce logs. I've got a bed here. And this is all I have to defeat Minecraft with. I technically have a villager. If I keep him safe somewhere. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's lock him somewhere with some trapdoors. Keep him really safe. And then make sure that he doesn't die. So the most logical place to do it would probably be his own house. But doors aren't going to be safe enough. We're going to use 2 trapdoors. Because villagers can open doors, but they can't open trapdoors. So let's go send him into his house. I'll actually lock him in a corner of his house, I think. Because if I think I want to use the rest of his house for, like, my stuff. And we're going to see if we can't get any trades done. Because if it's 15 coal for an emerald, and 4 emeralds is iron boots, that actually might make some sense for us to do something with that. Anyway, so let's now make a crafting table. Put it over there. Let's make a ton of spruce trapdoors. And let's surround them with them. So trapdoors there. That doesn't work, but it sort of does. We'll have a trapdoor go above his head. Yeah, that works. And then we'll have 2 trapdoors here and there. And there we go. I think it's now impossible for him to get out of there. But I don't know well enough to say for sure. Yeah, I feel like he won't be able to go through this gap. Yep, there we go. We have now made a villager safe. Now we can put our door back in. And as long as villagers don't knock down this door, a baby zombie would still kill him. But as long as a baby zombie doesn't knock down this door, he won't get in there. We're safe. We did it. Not too close to his bed. He can get out by sleeping. Oh, that's true. I'll take away his bed then. So I'll sleep outdoors. I'll make him a bed later, but for now, this is my haul. I'll make my own little crafting table out here, and then we'll make our first wooden pickaxe. Also, thank you so much, DumpyOC, for becoming the 409th channel member. So, here's the exciting thing. Streamless is beginning soon, and it's always like a big risk to like stream so much, right? Because it means we have to take some energy that otherwise would be on videos away from them. Toycat, fun challenge. No death allowed this time. Yeah, let me... Look at this. This isn't a joke. These hardcore hearts... Wait, I can... How do I prove to you it's hardcore? Like, hardcore mode is enabled. The world will force me into spectator mode if I die. It's not a fun challenge for me to not die. It is a requirement. Yeah, so don't you worry. Also, Toycat, does the UK have a holiday or sort of like Thanksgiving where everyone sees family and friends to eat as much as possible in addition to Christmas, or just Christmas? We just get Christmas. And then, like, we also get, you know, like, Christmas Eve and Boxing Day. I feel like, I don't know if this is a my family thing. I always assumed it was an everyone thing. Also, can I fall off the edge? Let's confirm. Can we make more blocks? We can. Okay. So there's no barrier there. I'm glad I didn't check by walking out. Let's mine a bunch of this coal. Might be able to sell it to my boy the villager. And then let's make some torches on the way out of here, because it's late. So, is this some sort of map world, or how can you create such a world with one chunk? It is, we used a chunk editor just to remove every chunk besides the one we spawned in. It did take some doing, and it did require us to alter the world file to make sure it was, you know, technically there. But yeah. Also, what the heck is Boxing Day, says Dasher. Oh, are you more of an MMA fan? Totally understand. But no, also, I need to wait for saplings. If I don't get any saplings, chat, that we need to get saplings soon, or we're going to be boned. Also, I think one of the settings we forgot to reset was tick radius. Yeah, random tick speed is set to 0, but we can't change it. Oh, no. Okay, so we can't grow trees without bone meal, chat. Can you do any... What can you do about tick speed? So, yeah, we made some fun issues, and we corrected them, but it was, like, too late to correct them. It's a whole fun thing. But, yeah, I'm really excited for Streamless. I hope all of you are too, chat. It's going to be a big time. I'm going to try and stream as many days in December as we can.
I've maybe commented 3 times in the last 9-10ish years. I loved your Seed Sunday videos back in the day. I've realized that you've been giving me free content for years, so this is my repayment. Keep up the great content, man.
Thank you so much, Dumpy. I really appreciate it. I do feel like I love the world of YouTube because it is like entirely voluntary, that you get to decide, like, yeah, I want to tip this, you know, I like this stuff. I want to tip, you know, like as a thank you for it. And I want you to know it was entirely voluntary, but I also want you to know that I really appreciate it. Your tip makes a big dent in my my happiness bar for the night, and I appreciate you jumping in here. I think that some people say that money can't buy happiness, but those people have not, you know, those people have not been spending their money on the right things. Personally, would you like to make a video on your gaming setup for a live stream? I can't see you look at chat, but you see everything. Mad King, yeah, it's on my same monitor. I just use part of it over here. I'm gonna rearrange my whole setup soon. I want to do it before the garden awakens. Oh, by the way, chat, there's been a whole update that got announced since we last streamed. But yeah, thank you, Dumpy. Appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna make a mine that goes all the way down. I'm gonna try and go to the very edge of the world every time I come here. And my plan is just to get down as quickly as possible. I'm gonna make a staircase that goes round the chunk, and in the middle I'm gonna have a big ladder. I think I went for this roughly the last time I played around with this world, but we'll see if it works for me. Of course, man, all of my free will, and I enjoy your stuff. Yeah, if you're enjoying the stuff, I hope you're looking forward to where we're going with it. I really thought the idea for yesterday's video was a fun one, and so far people are liking it. I don't know if it's just all about the controversy of like, oh, Toycat had a bad word in his chat. But I think there are a lot of people who are just like, yeah, actually, that's really fun, if I am to say so myself. So if we want to go down there, we have to just take a fool, and yeah, I have vague recollection of all of this. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to cook up some potatoes. No, I'm not going to cook up potatoes, because I need to grow them, but my tick speed is broken. Just realized your village is on top of the mountain, looking at the Y coordinates. I think what it is that we push the Y coordinates up a bunch. I can't tell you if there's a good reason for that. I can just tell you that I think that is what's happened. See, I think the best thing to do is not to use the potatoes. I'll, like, make them or something anyway. But I think the best thing to do would be to... So we'll make a chest, put it up there. Make a furnace, put it down here. I think the smartest thing to do, chat, would be to keep 2 pigs. Or actually, I'm going to break all of these till I get seeds. Oh, no, do pigs eat potatoes? They do eat potatoes, perfect. I think potatoes are much smarter given to... So I'll save at least 2 of these, right? Or at least, like, 4 of those. And then I'll use the other potatoes to breed some pigs in a hole. Or I'll make, like, a fence for them, I guess. That's the logical, smart thing to do. So, fence... We'll go for, like, the smallest possible version of one. We'll go, like, here, and then bring them in. So I need at least 2 pigs in here. If I get 3, that's a nice bonus. Okay, so now we got the pigs definitely put in. We put that there, that there, that there. We need to put like a slab over here or something, but that's fine. Are they going to be able to jump over? I hope not. And then we just need a couple more blocks to have an in-out for this. So please hang out right here, and then boom. You don't even see this one coming. Yeah, that's going to be a fence instead of this, actually, I think. I think that's what I'll do. No, go back in, Everyone, I want you inside here. This is a very lazy pig pen for now, but it's technically a pig pen. So stay right there. Perfect. Chat, I have made a beauty. And now I can breed 2 of the pigs. And I'll have 4 pigs. And then I can kill everything that's not inside this pen because that's food sorted forever. Ideally, wool would be more of a concern, but we're fine. Also, the Y coordinate, says Dasher. Indeed, the Y coordinate. The coordinate that makes you question, what are you even doing here? I think, good to see you, by the way, McDella. Hope you're doing great, too. I've started a new hardcore world, and I have 5 diamonds total. A diamond sword and 3 diamonds. You gonna make a pickaxe of that? I'm so excited. You know, the last Ancient City stream we did, where we got into a deep dark and we found a bunch of diamonds, that got me so excited for my next, like, new hardcore world start. Like, I love doing this, like, you know, I love the challenge of a one chunk. I want to keep doing challenges even after this happens or whatever. But what I think is going to be extra fun is starting a brand new, like, freeform, trying to take down all the structures. It's my favorite thing to do. We've been kind of attempting it on and off. I think that Sunday's stream, the first of Streamless, I think it's going to be successful. I think I finally got all the knowledge together. I'm going to have the determination, the grit. What else do we need? Okay, so I'm going to probably build fences myself around this chunk. What do you reckon, chat? Do I need to do that? Or is that silly? I just worry if I don't have a fence, I'm going to accidentally walk over it or something like that. But no, you know, that's silly. That's silly. Let's not think about it as a negative. But, yeah, even though it's one chunk, we can technically, like, as you can see from the lava, we can technically place a block out. And we can grow our sapling over there if we wanted to, which might be useful. It's not going to grow because tick speed's set to 0. I remember that being a problem. But, yeah, let's throw our diorite in here. And look at that. 4 pigs, chat. And a baby sheep. When he grows up, I'm going to murder him. But right now, it would be rude. You ever think how weird about it is that video games, like, take such a stance against killing babies? They're like, murder? Okay. The murder of children? Never justified. Like, it's weird, right? That we... You know, it's something you can kind of get as you know, you're an adult. You're like, well, you know, there's a difference between innocence and... You know, like, guilty doesn't deserve murder, but, you know, we at least understand where it comes from. It's at least your own sin there or something. But also, you should make a cobble wall. High efficiency. Oh, that's smart. So, yeah, for the benefit of anyone who has not ever seen anything besides what you're watching just now, my name is IBXToyCat. This is a single chunk. And my goal to beat Minecraft is always get ender pearls and get blaze rods. But in this case, to get ender pearls and to get blaze... Also, I don't have enough pickaxe left. To get ender pearls and to get blaze rods, we need to go to the nether. And because it looks like there's only one bit of lava... I mean, there's probably going to be more in the end. But we have to go to one specific place if we want to make a portal. So we have to make a bunch of stuff. I'll make 2 stone pickaxes just on the off chance that we don't get down there without them. And I think I'm just going to make that jump that we saw earlier. I think I'm just going to commit to doing it. And if it goes poorly, it goes poorly. Because sometimes you've got to do that in life. Why did you not upload the Ancient City stream as a video, says Lucas. And so, yeah, also for anyone who is, like, new to the live stream world, we have something called the Unlisted Live Streams playlist, where you can watch every single live stream. It's just if I do something where, like, we fail at our goal, I don't keep it, like, public at the end. Maybe I should. Maybe that's a silly thing there. But, yeah, it's like, I ideally think that'd be a thing. Also, what are your thoughts on the bill that MP's back today? Is it the one about the general election? Like, I don't know what... I don't know what bill was back today. I hope it was a good one. You know what I love? I have a big fondness for most politicians. They're all smart people. They'll work out something great. You know, like on all the sides too. I love the people who wear the red team. I like the people who wear the blue team, and the yellow team and the orange team. They're all very smart people. They've probably got it worked out. I don't need to bob myself with those details. Now, what is it? I am curious. So yeah, Jordan has been a member for 4 years. He'll murder me if I don't get you to acknowledge it. Oh, congratulations on 4 months, Jaden. Sorry, I should be nicer about this. You have been a member for 4 years. Congratulations! That is a crazy amount of time in any hemisphere. But like, if you consider like, you know, the wrong hemisphere, that's like an even longer amount of time. Like, you know, the winds and the solar. You know, like, congratulations! Congratulations to you. It's not your birthday, but I'll sing. Assisted dying. Oh, that's exciting. I'm very... I feel like assisted dying is like, at the bare minimum, and the most cynical level, right? You can say assisted dying should be okay, because it costs everyone who is alive money to keep you alive. If you don't want to be alive, that's unfair, right? Like, just on an economic argument. Like, even though we think broccoli is good for you, right? There's no bill that says, yeah, your neighbors have to pay for your broccoli and then force you to eat it, even if you don't like broccoli. And we would think it was insane if someone passed that bill. Even though, if your neighbors forced you to eat broccoli, you might one day say, actually, I'm kind of glad they did that. It's, you know, like, it goes against your bodily autonomy for them to say, nope, don't care what your opinions on broccoli are, you're eating it anyway. What a hectic 4 months, says Jaden Ogden. Yeah, it must feel like so much has happened in that 4 months. Wanted to outshine Jaden, says Chantal, 55 months member. Can anyone outshine Chantal? Has anyone here been a member for more than 55 months? That's the real question. I would guess only Kat has been. Also assisted broccoli eating. Yeah, like some people might need help to eat broccoli, and who are we not to help them? What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Toy Cat? I was in Thanksgiving in America 2 years ago, and I went to a steakhouse, and I want to go back to America. You know, that's like, it was a good experience, is where that's going. Really liked it. Also, grow up. Do babies grow up with 0 tick speed? Is that a tick speed concern? I'm not sure if they do. I hope they do. So, yeah, now we're gonna... Cat outshines me. I can. Oh, yeah, look at that. What do you even have next to your name? It looks like a burger from here. I've never... Oh, it's a lobster roll. Oh, I might get fired from my own channel for that one. Okay, let's go down. We'll pick up some more iron. And then, hopefully, we'll come back with... Okay. You know, what if I just didn't deal with this? Okay, here's how you deal with it. You gotta knock them sideways, right? Oh, no. If we knock them off sideways, then we don't have to deal with their death. Okay, I'll just use a pickaxe. Actually, the axe makes more sense, doesn't it? Oh, okay, we have to be very careful about being knocked out of this chunk. Mobs do have a very aggressive radius of pain. But that seems to have worked just fine. Now we keep going down, and it'll be great. So, why the 0 tick speed? Oh, it's entirely non-intentional. We can fix it in like 10 seconds too. Like, here we go. Leave the world, because you can't fix your tick speed when you're playing hardcore. It's because you're not meant to be able to like cheat that way. Is it in cheats? Oh, it's 1 here. Is it meant to be 1? Is it 1 in the game? It's okay. I've had a world for 7 years. Wait, is it fixed now? 0. Why would it lie to me? Why would it... They can't even hit the reset button. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. Also, command blocks are enabled. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's find the setting for that. So we're going to back out of the world. Then we're going to open... I'm going to open the tool that allows me to like change that. And we do something fun real quick. Okay, it's already open, but that's good. We're going to go to our world. We're going to open it up in our little program. And then we're going to world settings. What do you think it's called? Tick speed? It's going to be called tick speed, right? It's going to be do tick speed. Do fire tick is 1. Education feature is 0. I have to look through the annoying little settings in here till I find what tick speed is. So, player has died 0. Natural regeneration 1. Is world template option locked 0. Is hardcore? Yep. Has... What is the... Does anyone know what the MBT name for world policies maybe? Last opened with version. Biome override flat world layers? Oh, that's an option in here. Wow, I never realized. Chat, I need to find out what the setting is called inside of the... What is the name for it? I have my tick speed at free chat. Always try it. So what is the name for this? What is the name for tick speed inside of the game? Random tick speed. So I'll look for R. Random tick speed 0. Okay, so we'll set that to just 1. So now, if I leave this, and then I save this, now we can go back in, and it will say 1. But now if we load up the world, it should actually still say 1. And then we'll be able to load things up correctly. Am I correct about that? Yeah, you have to use an external editor to alter tick speed if you're playing on a hardcore world, which is weird. But like look, you can see activate cheats is technically enabled, which is wild. Anyway, so IBX took out. Tick speed is better on console. Is that correct? That doesn't sound correct to me. Okay, so yeah, hello everyone. How are you doing? I'm having a good Friday so far. How's yours going? I'm glad there's been a couple of videos this week people have really liked. People like the video essay. Hey, it's a stronghold. Hey, yeah, indeed. So is there any reason we'd want to keep the silverfish spawner, or should we just go and mine that, chat? I can't think of a good reason we want to keep it, but if you can come up with one, that'd be good. In the meantime, I'll mine my way up through here. The default game rule random tick speed is free according to Google Gemini. It's okay, I've had a world for 2 years, lost it because of corrupt data. I recovered and still play it. Should I do a world tour? Would love to see it, yeah. I felt like loads of people love seeing those like old worlds. Definitely like show people. I think that's one of the fun things in the Minecraft world. Is like show your love for a world. I think there'd be a ton of people who are interested. Okay, so I'm gonna go not all the way that way, but then here to the bit. Break that down a bit more, and then replace it with one of the blocks I must have logically mined here. Stone bricks. And then place some more stone bricks there, and then there. Now I definitely need some walls to go around this. Chat, this room is just asking for pain. And I am not usually asking for pain. So I'm going to put a block there to stop that hanging off of the edge. Then I'm going to make a crafting table, because you can never have too many. And I'm going to do the thing that I should have done the last time I played this map. The last time I died was due to factors outside my control. But they're actually secretly inside my control. And so we can just prevent that from happening again by putting walls all the way around here. Nothing should spawn in here and murder me. But if it does, I now have some recourse. Wonderful. Where you can build outside the chunk, I call hacks. Do you think I should build inside the chunk? Do you think that's the only fair way to do it? I think given that there's nothing out there, I feel like if you were making a long-term survival, you'd want to build from inside the chunk, right? You'd want to make the entire world into a single chunk. Yeah, I can see the appeal of that, honestly. You know, let's go for it. We'll mine these blocks. I think we'll move it inside. I think that is the correct and logical way to do it. Because then the world is existing as if it is one chunk. But then what do we do about this lava? I guess we just scoop it up in a bucket. So now we just move everything inwards one chunk. Yeah, I don't know. It looks a bit less guardrail-y. But also... we literally can't install a guardrail over here, though. That's why it's a problem. It's because it fundamentally is not a guardrail over here. But that's fine. You know, who needs fundamental guardrails when you can have the opposite? So there we go. We now have walls that keep us relatively safe. Yeah, just relatively. We'll build this up to the ceiling just for the sake of connectivity. And then up to the ceiling there too. And there we go. That's as good as it gets, I think. Is it messy? Yes. But does it work? Also, probably yes. So now I'm going to mine downwards. I can catch myself if I fall, so we're fine. We'll just move the top layer of these walls. So we have a few more blocks to use where we want to. And we'll also eat some rotten flesh. So, Kat, have you ever played Eaglecraft? I've always wanted to play the weird knockoffs of Minecraft and, like, beat them. That's a medium. Fences is guardrails. What's the difference between a median and guardrails, would you say? One of the greatest things Twig has done is pull in an audience of people with long-term worlds, which is great as a community. We get to see a whole lot of them. Yeah, it's something I think every time I see a really cool world anywhere, I'm like, yeah, I didn't realize this was a sub-category of Minecraft player. Like, I always assumed it was like, this is how everyone wants to play the game, right? But it turns out, not necessarily. So we'll put walls there. And there we go. Now it's safe, chat. Now we won't be dying anytime too soon. We'll remove some extra blocks just around here, because they're messy. We'll place them, like, there. And then, I don't know, like, in this corner. That seems like a good corner for a block. And then we'll go... We could mine for diamonds, but we just literally need to use those buckets. Let's go find some water. And, oh no, chat, did I not so... Is there any water in this world? I could find by looking over the edge, I guess. Is there any water hanging out around here? Oh no, I don't see any water, chat. Okay, that's a that's a potential big problem. So I see there's another part of the stronghold around that corner. I think we should mine through and connect that part of the stronghold to this part of the stronghold. And basically make our own extra piece. Is rotten flesh the broccoli of Minecraft? I would argue rotten flesh is the rotten flesh of the real world. Like, there's a real chance you could argue, like, well, you know how, like, the safest way to inoculate yourself against a disease is to have a bit of that disease in you already, right? It's widely known fact. That's how we've done vaccination since before we knew what vaccination was. And so logically, you know, if you follow with me. Also, is there anything over here? Am I on the floor or the, oh, here we go. Right. Okay. Yeah, this is a disappointing part of a stronghold. It's a very disappointing part of a stronghold that I guess we'll have to accept. Time for the good old cauldron strat. It looks like it might actually be time for the cauldron strategy. That's fine. I can live with that. Thank you, I'm gonna head out. Have a good stream. Thank you, Dumpy. Also, that was dangerous. I do not like how close you have to walk to the edge here. Thank you, Dumpy. You can trade with a wandering trader for water, or I could trade with my trader if I give him if I make a barrel. Yeah, if I make a barrel, I'll be able to buy a water bucket of them. As long as my guy's alive, that's all I have to do, chat. I'll give him a workstation, and then is it barrel fishermen who'll sell? I'm pretty sure it's fishermen who'll sell buckets. Like, who else would? The leather worker? No. It's got to be the barrel man. Anyway, so please be alive. He's alive. So yeah, we make a barrel for him. And then we'll get water. And then we're ready to go. So, a little bit of a worry. But we can work within our worries. You can always work past them. It always seems like you can't. And then you do it. And everything seems fine. So one barrel goes... I don't know, like... Logically, it should be this block right here. Once I change him, he's never going to go back. And then he'll buy... No. This is wicked. The Wandering Trader would. So we're going to have to break this a few times. So he's going to lose his profession. And then we try again. What do you want to sell me, friend? So now, if I give him 30 coal, he'll give me a bucket of cod. Easy peasy. It is my one trader. I agree. It is my one villager, Dasher. But if I wanted to set him up later, I could just, I just cure another villager, right? And so as long as I can go to the Nether, which I can get Nether Warp, probably. Oh, I don't know if that's true. Is this the 9 to 5 Minecraft suit? Working 9 to 5. Man, I should wear a suit 9 to 5. I was thinking of getting into just wearing a suit all day, every day. Like, your one downside is you restrict your arms, and the upside is everyone thinks like, wow, look at that guy. He sure is doing something. I feel like there's enough things in my life that would benefit from someone being like, ooh, there's a man with opinions. Plus campfires equal infinite fuel. Oh yeah, good point, Dasher. We have that in there. I think we should just go for it. One more emerald, and as long as we don't get him murdered tonight, we'll be great. Yeah, basically super flat rules, got it. Yeah, exactly. You can always create more villagers later. So you should use your first villager for the most useful thing. And I think right now, this is that. So I'm going to make a pickaxe, a sword, and a bucket. And we're going to go to the Nether. Maybe going to regret it, but it's going to be fun. That is sad. My first trade with an armorer, you should trade with him first. So the problem is if you trade with a villager, you lock him in forever. And so if we don't want armorer stuff, which we don't, we would have been locked into it, which is a problem. Also, my sheep grew up. Thank you. I should make shears. I should. I don't like that I should. I feel like a sword is going to treat me much better. I'm going to do the responsible thing, chat, and I'm going to make a pickaxe. I'm going to make a bucket. Oh no, I don't need the bucket. I'm getting the bucket for free. I'm going to make a bucket so I can... No, I don't know why I've got a bucket. I've got a bucket. It's nice. I can use that to fuel my furnace. But my lava's so finite right now. I need to find some dripstone, really, and, like, work on that quite early on. Can I beat Minecraft in one? Okay, so I'm just going to change the title of the stream. I realized I didn't do it before I started. Very professional. Yeah. Also, in some way, you look like Michael Jackson. You know what? Michael Jackson would be offended if he could hear what you're saying about him. But it's okay. He can't read. Because he's not alive. The important thing about this is, yeah, bucket for a future for infinite source. I think you could use one bucket to make an infinite source, but I'm going to tell myself that, Dasher. I think I'd be happier if I do. I'm going to shear the sheep. I'm going to shear him every time I come up until I can make a second bed. Because right now my villager is living a very sad, bedless life. And I would like that to change for him. Actually, I mean, not for him, but for me. So I'll put my potatoes away now. In with the other ones. And my diorite and my iron. You know, just the stuff I'm not going to need. Free wool is good. Oh. I can have some more. Should I just kill the sheep and get some mutton? Like, I am running low on food and I'm about to go to a dangerous place. I'll do it. No, 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 no. It's fine. So, there is a big thing up there, but otherwise we have no saplings. Or one sapling. So when that sapling grows, we'll be good. Until then, we are not good. That is one way to live life, I guess. So, chop it, and then chop the block above it. And then chop down, and then just pray that we come back for that and it's there. If it's not, we are relying on a sapling, which I also feel like we said, okay, we'll keep the rules that we should stay within the one chunk. I think that's a reasonable condition to set on ourselves. I think it makes it more interesting and spicy too. So we'll place that in the very corner there. We won't place blocks outside of the boundaries. That's just fine. You care too much about this villager guy, says E. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I do care too much about him. Also, if you want the map, it's currently available as a download for members. It took me far too long to put it together for what it is, right? Like you can set it up yourself in presumably less time than it took me. Yeah, it's currently for members. There's a whole bunch of fun member-only things you get if you do become one, so consider it. If not for that reason, then for one of the many others. I need to find coal anywhere, and I'm currently not. Where do you think it is, chat? It's definitely not going to be this low down. All of my Y coordinate stuff is messed up because of the deep slate existing here. But you're not going to find deep slate coal, right? So I should go back up. And I'll make another furnace here. And I'm going to put my spruce slabs in that furnace with this. Do spruce slabs burn better than spruce planks? I would guess they burn 0.75 each, but if they burn a full thing each... Oh, they do! Wow, slabs are really good, chat. That might be a bug, but I think slabs give you more cooked than they should. Either that or those aren't slabs. I think those are slabs. If I had to make a guess, I would say those are slabs. So I'm going to eat some rotten flesh, wait till the hunger wears off, then eat a cooked mutton, and then I've got food for the nether. All I need now, though, is coal. It's more important than anything else. Let's go find it. This feels like single-player Skywars IBX to cat. Should we set up a multiplayer version of this? Give people 2 chunks? Force them to race to the dragon? Yeah, if you had, like, identical versions of this, that would be really fun. I think it would be interesting. I don't know to who, but definitely to me. So, now we're going to probably just mine around here. Like, very close to the surface is where the coal is at, right? So if we just... I'm probably going to mine out most of this floor anyway. So what if we just did it, and we tried to find coal here? Will I find coal here? Looks like there's a lot of dirt I'd have to go through. Maybe I'll mine the block below too. Let's just see what we find. Is the old flat survival still hidden in the marketplace flat map? It is! Fun fact. Sacrificial lamb. I thought it was a really sneaky little thing to do. I know like very few people found it as a result. But I think it's so cool. Like, it's a little Easter egg that some people will just find naturally. And that's the fun thing about creating things. Is, like, knowing you create those fun moments. Like, you know, right now, like, the Timeless Adventures, a lot of people are liking it. For that same thing, if, like, you realize, like, I didn't even remember that this was like this on console. And I love that we have a map that creates that. By the way, Timeless Adventures is currently 33% off on the marketplace. Get yours now while stocks last. You ever notice how much marketing has like an inherent like scarcity that people put into it? Like it's the one thing that people have known since the dawn of time. Is that something about scarcity sells. This is why whenever there's like a concert, they can't be like, oh yeah, we're in like 86 cities and we've got plenty of tickets, so like, just make sure you get them before the thing goes. Has to be like sold out, like at concerts and, you know, like comedy shows, like advertise themselves by being like sold out on 5 places. We had to add more dates because we sold out, but we're going to be selling out in those places we've added soon. There is something fascinating about humans' addiction to things that have been consumed by lots of other people. Like one of the big problems with like YouTube as a whole, but like really every media platform is kind of like a big get bigger problem of like once something has become popular, the popularity becomes proof that the content is good enough to be popular. And so the biggest YouTubers will grow just by being like, yeah, if you're not sure what YouTubers you're looking for, the biggest ones are a safe bet, right? And the same is true for like any product category. And so you get to like, there's a lot of places where it's like, yeah, the best blank 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 is actually just really bad. But what are you gonna do about it? Also, yeah, we got copper over here. That's nice. Should we mine the copper? Shall I look around the edge and see if we can't find some coal? I don't see any coal anywhere, chat. I don't know how that can be true. I guess a chunk doesn't have, like, that much coal. But I got so close to getting my 30. I got so close, chat. And here I am, looking like a fool. I'm going to mine the iron up here, I guess. That's the next logical step I should make. And then maybe I should make, like, a little staircase or a wall that goes around this just to keep my staircase fine. Unless you're an ancient, unscrupulous copper salesman. Also, why are you digging for coal? To sell for a bucket. I need coal real bad, because otherwise I'm not getting a bucket anytime soon. And boy, do I need my bucket. We could dig down a little bit lower than this, but I think this is about as low as we should even try. Like, I think literally, let's, like, dig this into a flat space. It looks like a cave now. What if we dug it some more? What if we made it, like, perfectly flat? Maybe we didn't cover some blocks. No, that's not how you find blocks. You wanna be digging as many new blocks at a time as possible. So we'll go like 5 below the surface, and then we'll start branch mining. And by branch mining, I mean literally like dig to the other side. I don't care what we find. In one chunk, is the chunk infinite or finite? It'd be really fun to set up a world. I don't know if you can do this, but like imagine if the one chunk looped like in Pac-Man. So if we kept digging this way, we'd see the back of ourselves. I think that'd be fun. I don't think it makes any sense, but I think it'd be really cool. Coal buckets are a Minecraft essential. Exactly. If you don't sell coal to get your buckets, how are you gonna get buckets? You're not. You're gonna slowly wither on the vine and die. Which is good, because the UK is working on assisted dying right now. Which we should probably do. Yeah, I also took out. You're looking desert well today. Glad to see you. Thank you. I had to get a passport photo taken today, so I figured I should wear a suit for it. That way, you know, just following the logic here. That way, when people like, countries look at me, they'll be like, "Ooh, this is a businessman over here." Although maybe they'll think I'm a spy now. No, I bet spies try to look like normal people. If spies tried to look like spies, they'd be bad spies. Whereas the only people who want to look like spies are influencers and weird men. But they let influencers and weird men into most countries. So I'll be a weird man if it gets me fewer questions. Because I do go for a lot of them. Also, Jardins! Toycat do be a handsome man. I can't believe how many Jardins we have. We have Jaden and a Jarden? That seems impossible. How do we have this many people with similar names? Also, I have to make a little staircase swooping around over here. Also, I have to get back to bed before my villager dies. So no coal yet, and we can't even make charcoal. So, yeah, if you then you look nothing like yourself when you go. It says chilliest bean. Oh wow, hurts. But yeah, I can be like, I'm just on an off business. I'm on a what's the word? Like I'm off business right now. I was on business, but my business has run out. I'm going on a family vacation. My wife is already here. That you know, I just want to blend in. That's what I kind of am looking for right now. Is I want people to ask the fewest questions possible because I want them to think that the answers will be boring. This is why you got to start telling Uber drivers you work at the bank. Because if you tell them your real job, they're going to be like, "Oh, so how do you get paid on YouTube? Is it like for likes?" And if you're like, "No, that's obviously not how it works." Why I think it's obviously, you know that ad that you see? You know how YouTube gets paid from that? Yeah, YouTube gives us some of that money. You know, to me that's obvious, but I guess I'm not everyone. Whereas you ask, you know, like, but like, you have a boring time, and they're like, "Oh, that's really cool, influencer." Hey, so do you post booty pics to get pairs of boxes for free or whatever? Another great trailer, Mr. Cat. Wonder who did this one. Oh yeah, Naito, if you'll believe it, all myself. Not a single piece of help from anyone, if you'll believe it. You could say my wife is already here and the country is with your 409 wives. You're right, dig in troops. It's not even a lie. Thank you very much for the reminder. Thank you very much for the reminder about how we do in fact have lots of wives. And so it's not even a lie. It's just a colorful truth. And colorful truths and lies are different things. So, yeah, I'm going to build a big wall here. I think this is a place that would benefit from a wall. Also, why so fancy today? Also, thank you. This trailer was done by Naito. We've been kind of experimenting with stream trailers. I am curious how it affects like the end result. I feel like it's a good way to be like, look, here's what's happening. Quick little sales pitch. Is it good? You know, we'll work it out by like if people like engage more or whatever else. I guess the other logical thing we have to work on is like thumbnails. But it's one of the things that like drives me crazy about streaming is like I want to stream, I don't want to like work on thumbnails for a stream. I don't want to be like, okay, how do I make this into a little thing here to get it done? Also, creeper destroying Toy Cat's hard labor. I know, right? I know. So I'm gonna build a little wall here. Oh, that's scary. Very scary. Gonna build a wall here, and it's great. And the reason I am I'm looking so dapper today is to answer your question, Naito, is I had to get a passport photo, and I want them to think that I am a businessman. And that will be, again, I want them to think that if they ask me, so what do you do for a living? I'm going to say data solutions, systems engineering, procurement. And they're going to say, oh, what's that like? I'm going to say, I go to work, I type in numbers into spreadsheets. I don't know what the numbers on the spreadsheets mean. Some of the numbers are happy, some of the numbers are sad. I couldn't tell you the difference between a happy or a sad number. I can just tell you that they pay me at the end of the day, and they think I do a good job. And I'm just here because there's a conference here. I'm going to pretend to be listening, but I'm not going to actually hear. You know, you want your answer to seem like it's going to be so boring that no one wants to try. That's the secret to life, chat, is the real, you know, like if you want to hide something, the best way is in plain sight. Like, you know, if you make it a big deal of like, ooh, what are you hiding? People want to know. Like, you make a mystery in people's heads. You do the opposite. You just be like, I am Vincent Adult Man from BoJack Horseman. Yeah, I work at the business factory. There's a lot of us down there actually, and this is a part of that business. It's a real thing, you know. Everyone needs. Also, Togat wants to take our Minecraft secrets. Yeah, I had one of the first times I flew internationally. I flew to the US like a couple of times on like super budget airlines. But once hey, Cole! Thank God! Oh, it happened! It happened! Okay, it's enough too. It's exactly enough. And then some. Ooh. Jeez, it sounds like Toy Cat is on for some serious international crime, says Crystal Maps. It's just more... I get so nervous around borders, and sometimes people take my nervousness as a sign that I'm doing something wrong. And then I see that as like, I can't be nervous, and I get nervous about being nervous. It's like, this isn't a way to live a life. And so I've worked out I might as well just become an international spy, because at least then people will be like, ooh, you can't answer my question, I guess. And I'll be like, yeah, you got it. But yeah, once I was flying to, I flew to Denver, and there was a guy, he looked very religious. He was sure I was a British agent. And I was like, I don't know why you've concluded that. I am concerned for your well-being. Also, would it be better to use some charcoal? You can't use charcoal, it has to be coal. Fun fact. That's 3 emeralds, that's a bucket, that's me going to the nether. I think I'd like another piece of iron. Really, you know, if I'm being like absolutely idealist about this. And also, I'm gonna kill the sheep. I could do with a good piece of cooked food there. So it looks like, yeah, 1 spruce slab plus like a stick might get me where I need to be on this. I've got a friend that crunches numbers. Yeah, that's a made up job. What he does is he, I don't know, he goes on international prostitute reassurance, quality assurance trips. I was trying to think like what's something that sounds legit but is definitely not. I don't want to put anyone down, but you're all lame compared to me, says Wumpverse. You wish you were me. It's true, Wumpverse. We all sit here thinking to ourselves like, man, one day we can be Wumpverse. No, that's not true. One day we can aspire to be like Wumpverse, but we'll never actually reach it. It's the sadness that spikes us all every single day. It's why they had to make that assisted dying happen. It's like, how else can anyone deal with themselves? Okay, there we go. So we've got 18 spare coal. What are we going to do now? So we could, in theory, get up to the next trading level, and then we can start selling the man fish for emeralds, and then we can buy campfires of them, which is a good plan if these don't grow, but they probably should. And we'll do great. Okay, so now, day 4 chat. I'm going to go to the nether. I'm going to see how the nether treats me. I would never believe... Okay. Come on, creeper. I'm putting a lot of work into this staircase. You gotta stop destroying me. Happy and sad numbers calculation for the manufacturing of business. Yeah, you gotta really be creative when you're talking to board. But no, what it is like yeah, I just kind of realized that like the border situation is never a fun time, and I would like to make it less fun for the other person involved. You know, that's what I really want in life. So, how's your day going? Says Bob. It's going pretty well. I have a lot I need to do before the winter drop, the Creaking Awakens, comes out. And today I feel like there's a lot I need to get done, and I feel like I didn't get as much done of it today as I needed to. So I'm kind of like in this like, okay, you know, do I panic about this? Do I, you know, like, do I just work out when to get it done? Do I want to do something with that cod? It feels rude not to. I'll just kill the cod. I can fish more cod, right? But this guy could be a pet. I'll leave the cod there. I'll see if he dies by himself. So now we'll remove these blocks. And we're going to make all of this into a portal. If we make this portal wrong, chat, we are boned unless we make a diamond pickaxe. Maybe. Because this is the only lava, as best I know, exists in this chunk. That cod is still happily swimming along. I'm glad to know he's doing great. Where'd he go? There, he's doing fine still. So that's 3 blocks up. So now we want to put a roof on that. And then we're going to put another block on here. Over there. And we're going to scoop this up. Hope that the fish is okay. And then conclude that we should put the fish out of its misery. You know, it's very, very kind of... Oh, shit, I could have put him back in the bucket. Whoops. Yeah, that'll probably be like the only natural spawning cod, too. Should have kept him. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. So, in the meantime, now we need to work out the portal. I'm going to just throw this in a hole over here. See where that goes. Will it fill off the edge or not? Not that bothered. And then we're going to make a spruce plank pile here and do that. Yeah, I feel like, okay, there we go, we did it. We're going to go to the Nether. I feel like with streams, there's like a thing about these. Again, like, I feel great when I'm streaming because I'm like, I've done everything I need to, and now let's hang out and have some fun. But I feel like in the same way that you're a worse person when you're thinking to yourself constantly like, oh god, I need to check if I've turned off the oven, or like, when I get home, I need to renew my passport. As soon as I'm done, I need to fill in some forms, give some government some money. In COD we trust. Rip COD 2024 to 2024. He was a good COD. He did his best. Chat, I don't know what to do. I didn't realize you could softlock yourself like this, chat. This is so dumb. I forgot to put a block of anything in my inventory. So I'm stuck inside the portal. Okay. At least it wasn't that bad. Ah, it is that bad. Okay, so are there any blocks on this side? No, there's not. So we're going to try our best to keep this safe. Oh, it's also laggy. Okay, so we're just going to go to settings. I'm going to go to video. I'm going to turn down the number of chunks we can see. We'll turn it down to like 5 for all I care. What difference does it make, right? It just looks slightly cooler. Oh, okay. So then I'm going to pick the prettiest block I have. I would say that's diorite. I'm going to use it and some polished granite. So I'll make the floor out of granite. Ish. Yeah, and I'll make the walls out of polished diorite. Why is the portal extra tool, chat? I feel like it is. I'm hallucinating. So we'll just make a nice little spot where nothing's going to attack us. And then that way we won't get knocked through the portal backwards. We'll place some walls here. So crafting table needs to go down. Again, you need lots of crafting tables in a game like this. We'll make a door here and a door here. And that way there's nothing that's going to knock me while I'm not expecting it. Boom. I'm thinking smart, chat. Ooh, do you like sushi anymore, says Bob? Oh, everyone likes sushi. If you don't like sushi, you're pretending, right? Like, there are cooler things to like now. Like poke. It's just a feel-good meal. But sushi's good. I think, like, sushi's one of those... It's got one of those problems where, like, really good sushi is incredible. But a lot of places have realized... This happens in a lot of industries. Like, I think about, like, hotels and stuff like that all the time. Or, like, I don't know, airlines or whatever. Like, there are some industries where they can kind of trade on the reputation of every other business in its industry. So, like, if you see a sushi restaurant, you assume it will be as good as all the other sushi restaurants. Because it's just, like, fish and rice, right? But it's like, you need sushi-grade rice. Also, is there a fortress down here? There is. Okay. So we need to find a blaze, like, ASAP. Ideally not with the skeletons. Ideally, blazes should be the guys we find. So now we're going to dig down, make a nice slow route through this, and try to get down and safe. I'm going to use cobbled deep slate. I'm going to turn it into polished deep slate, actually. Okay, hope there's no... Okay. So there's just 2 skeletons. My nether consists of a warped forest and some skeletons. Sushi is the best food in the world. Yeah, there is solid sushi. I've had some poor sushi recently. I've had some sushi where I'm like, well, that was food. I am sustained. I'm not dead. That is... Oh, 2 web skeleton. Okay, so if we kill those guys, presumably, we'll get some blazes to spawn over here. That guy was weak. Did the skeleton shoot him? He must have, I guess. That skeleton was weak. So, now we have to see if mobs will spawn in our nether. They should, but the last time I checked this was before 1.21, I think. Maybe the rules changed. So, do we have to be far enough away from the chunk for things to spawn in? Do we have to switch dimensions every time we want mobs to spawn? Again, I don't know the rules. I'm kind of just winging it. Yeah, this looks good. So climb up, and then up, and then up, and then over here. Gonna put some guardrails here, just to, yeah. Like, it's all about avoiding a skeleton ruining my day. We're gonna leave and we're gonna come back, and we're gonna see if there is anything going on. Sushi from grocery stores in the Midwest US is actually really good. I feel pretty lucky. Yeah, I like grocery store sushi. It is a type of sushi though, right? Like, it's fine. It's not that it's bad, but it's a type of sushi. So let's now make a bed, place it down here, and go to sleep in it. Just in case that saves my villager up there. Okay, let's go again. Let's see if it lags any amount. I'm gonna see if the never lags when I'm at 5 simulation distance. I like your suit, Toy Cat. Thank you, Dexter. Should I wear it more? So we've come back, which is the same as like loading and unloading all the chunks. I guess we could go up real high. Yeah, if I make a big ladder. So I've got too many blocks on me right now, but it's fine. I'll put the polished. I'll make the ladder over here somewhere. Oh, there's a there is a ceiling above me. So the logical place for a ladder is probably like right here, on the side of on the front of this. Yeah, if we make the ladder like here, I think it'll be relatively safe. So let's make a bunch of sticks. So 52 sticks, that's not a good number. 60 sticks. We need to get a number that's divisible by 7. 68 is divisible by 7. And so then that makes a perfect number of ladders. Boom. Then we're going to use the ugly bricks that we have just to... We just need to put these somewhere, right? Just like... Let's like put them down in a spot that exists. Then we're going to make a big staircase up with the prettiest block that we can muster. Can you put ladders on walls? You cannot. I think that'd be cool looking, but it can't happen, so it's not going to happen. So instead I'll use the regular diorite, and I'll just like place some blocks up. And we're going to see if any mobs spawn. If no mobs spawn, then something's gone horribly wrong, chat. And that might be an impossible challenge. But I hope something does spawn. I hope something spawns, chat. I think it'd be good if something does. Okay. So I'm up high. We can go way higher than this. So the way mob spawning works in Minecraft is you have to be at least like 16 or 32 blocks away from a mob for it to spawn. Hey, there we go. We got a skeleton to spawn. So the nether works. Wait, that means this has to be a Soul Sand Valley for a skeleton to spawn, right? For 3 skeletons to spawn? And no wither skeletons yet? That is a really bad sign. That's an Enderman, so it's probably not a Soul Sand Valley. Or if it is, it's partially Soul Sand. Not all the way Soul Sand. Now we need to put a wall on this side of the blocks. Because I'm realizing now that the skeletons might hit me. And I should come up with a plan for when that happens. So now... As you go, no! Chat. I thought I was so smart, but I was not so smart. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I have died. My first hardcore one-chunk death has officially occurred. And I think now we've got the plan, we've got the vibes. We've got the rules, and I've even got a world that's ready to go. But this one is not it. But what I also need to do is I'll update this for members too. My world that I made here is not actually correct, so I'm gonna go to one world. I made a little thing. You can get this right now if you remember. We'll go to, what is it called? One chunk playable. I think I named it. One chunk playable. No, not in Minecraft preview. So this is the world right here, but we need to make sure before we... Okay, so there's a few issues of this. One of those is in survival, not creative. We need to make sure we turn on the correct tick speed. So not friends of friends, by the way. The correct tick speed is, in fact, 1, not 0. Don't know why it was set to that. And then tile spawns, tile drops need to be turned on too. And mob loot as well. And immediate respawn should be off. There we go. So I'll set respawn radius to off, 10, sure. There's not going to be any respawns, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Okay. This is now... Can I change the thumbnail? Oh, that's fun. Wait, okay, so... Save these changes, and then I'm going to take a picture of it, and I'm going to make the picture a real cool one. So that way... I've never done this before, but I think... You know, I feel like... Why not, right? One chunk. So then we just take a picture with this button. And now we can save and quit that one and put it here. So, yeah, I'm going to be trying this again, chat. It's one of my favorite ideas for a challenge that has just gone unsuccessful a few times, but not for long. And then we're going to go in the editor. So we go back out to close this. Close all of this. Bedrock, one chunk, playable. Okay. So this is my one plot chat. Hardcore, there we go. We'll rename it. And we'll come back into this. And we're going to add it to... We're going to put hardcore on the world. So that way, if you do want to join me on doing this, if you want to try this for yourself, you'll be able to. I think that... Okay, so is hardcore. Set that to 1. Easy. Then we hit save. And so here's something fun that happens. It still says that we're playing survival. And so we load up the world, and then it has the hardcore thing on there. And then we save as we leave, and it says survival hardcore. So now we export this world, and we can share it with any of you if you want to try this for yourself. I want to do this again so bad, chat. I want to do this again so bad. I don't want to... I need to realize... I need to be way more careful than ever. Even if it's one chunk, all it takes is a single skeleton arrow. And you're just gone. Invite someone to the world and sacrifice them to the void. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. You know, let's so I'm gonna delete this world now, chat. One chunk playable. It's gone. I might have to delete my ancient city 100 days too. Yeah, I'm dead in this one too. But what's gonna happen on Sunday, chat, is Streamless is gonna begin, and I'm gonna officially do 100 days in hardcore on a brand new world of random seed. And I'm going to defeat every single structure. Last time I tried on Java, I couldn't defeat the ancient city in time, I think it was. I'm going to defeat every single structure in 100 days. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you are too. Make sure to ring that bell. Oh, the bell notification. Oh, that's weird. Make sure to ring that bell. And otherwise, Realm Events finding a Nether Fortress. Anyway, yeah, ring the bell. Or don't. And if you do consider becoming a member so that you get access to this download and many others like it, this is another failed attempt. But the next one will be successful. Have a good stream. Wait, no, have a good evening. And go check out the video essay if you haven't already. I think it's a lot of fun, chat. See you there. Goodbye. It's over now. You know how it is. That was short, says Vera. Yeah, it's a... I need to... It's a, Does anyone else ever feel like there's not enough hours in the day? Like I feel like you go in your life straight from thinking there are far too many hours in the day to there are not enough hours in the day. I feel like you just have that transition of like, man, life's long. You just go from thing to thing, and it's like, ugh. But then, you know, as soon as you're in charge of your own time, it's like, how are you meant to know what to do with it all? It's crazy. And then even worse is like, as you like really make sure you get all the most important things done, then you're like, oh, but now I need to start caring about myself, making sure that like I'm getting my good time in there too. Because otherwise, you know, like you need sleep for a lot of your day. But at least my body, I'm primed for like, if I try to do something for all 16 hours in a day, I'm literally not going to sleep. I'm going to be just immediately like, you know, I need to have like some downtime. And so you add in like downtime before sleep and you've got like, you know, you've got like 14 hours in a day. It takes like an hour to get yourself like going. You have like 13 hours in the day to then like do every single human need. And then the weird ones too. Like, yeah, I've got a seed video for the Pale Forest I want to make. I've got a Q&A mixed with the kind of like yesterday style video I want to make. There's a lot of things. There's a video essay I was planning to get in there. And then also it's like, oh yeah, one of my friends, like, you know, they're thinking of hanging out. And I'm like, I shouldn't be missing that really. It's, there's too many things you got to do. And today, I feel like, you know, like the dream is if we die, and it's like, we can get another 2 hours in there. I feel like if I stream for 2 more hours, I'm going to like hit my bedtime. So yeah, my streams are going to be starting sooner as of Streamless, because I've got to start my life sooner as of Streamless. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye. Is the garbage juice you're drinking tasty? Yeah, actually. It's apple flavored Bucks Fizz. It's growing on me. It tastes like wine flavored apple cider. It's not good. Wouldn't drink it again.